What's up, guys? Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I am your host for today, Jay Chan. Which way are we going? We'll go this way.
I'm Vivian.
I'm Brad.
I'm Jesse.
And first thing I want to talk about today is North Coast in Chicago, which was the only thing I would like to say, and I think Viv, you've gone as well, is one, it doesn't have a very big following. It's not like EDC. It's not Ultra. It's not Tomorrowland. Just North Coast. And I will say, the venue is a stadium. Dope. Crowd, no pickpocketers. Felt like there was no pickpocketers. Everyone was pretty nice. You could get to the front really easily. No pushing and shoving. No Asian trains. Oddly enough, just Asian crowds. And yeah, Chicago is a great city this time of year. I feel like there's a saying, they say Chicago summer's like nothing else. And I agree. It was very nice, very breezy, very demure.
Why are people saying that?
You don't know? Wait, you don't know why? It's because of TikTok.
Yeah, but what does demure mean?
It's like one of those meme statements.
Like very mindful and classy, like
Yeah, I miss that shit too.
elegant,
They're on
like
TikTok.
quiet.
Yeah,
Demure? Or,
demure.
Oh, okay.
It's just like every single couple months in TikTok, there's like a new term saying that starts circulating because of some random video. And in this instance, it was some girl who's like in her.
Oh, there's a guy or the girl.
It's a person.
Yeah.
We don't assume gender around here. It was a person. But she's just in her car and she's like, you see how I'm out here? Very demure, very mindful. She's talking about her makeup and outfit and stuff like that. And because of that, it just like went viral. And now everyone's just been saying demure and stuff. Even Bruno Mars was at a concert and he says, I'm very demure or something like that. So yeah, that's where it came from. I don't know what the saying was before. What was it? Like there's like Riz going on. Before then it was like Riz. There's like that's a body and all these random stuff on
Aura.
TikTok. Aura.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff happens.
I thought Aura's been around.
Well,
Or
how
just like the way it's used.
but how it's used is different. Like people will say like, oh, negative aura, positive aura. If you do something to trip and fall, oh, negative aura. If you do something slick, oh, it's like positive aura.
You seen like the Gen Z slang versus like millennial?
Yeah.
We were just actually, so me and Jay were at an Asian festival yesterday. Did you go?
No. What is that?
There was a U.S. Asian festival in One Loudoun yesterday. I just found out about it on Friday night.
Oh.
Bought tickets and
I
went.
didn't even know.
And we were there. We were in line waiting for some Thai street food. Pretty good. With a bunch of skewers. But there's this like Gen Z guy. Was he Gen Z or Gen Alpha? He's probably Gen Alpha.
He's probably Gen Alpha. That
Gen Alpha kid.
man came up to like probably like 2 foot tall.
He probably like
He's
he's
not
not
He's
actually.
like a kid.
He was a kid.
He's a kid. I think he may be like middle schooler. And like he was just talking. He was saying some. I forgot how his spark. I think he said something that like he just said something, and I was like, oh, blah blah blah, and then I just like started talking about Gen Z's slogans. I was sorry, Gen Alpha, Gen Z slang, and like millennial slang. We were like, dude, we're millennials. Like, what is some stuff that we said when we were a kid compared to stuff that like people like now said? Well, because like right now, for us millennials, we say stuff like, "Oh, that joint was OD." What else? Like we say, "That's tight."
Sick.
Out of pocket.
It's brick outside.
Oh, but it's brick outside.
It's brick, yeah.
But then they'll say, and then like Gen Z will say stuff like aura or I don't know.
This is
Not
random stuff. Like he said, Ohio. I was talking to some.
Yeah. Ohio. What the
I
fuck
don't
is
get
that?
what it is. It means they're saying like Ohio means crazy because like nothing good happens in Ohio or something like that. There's another thing that's circulating that someone told me about recently. It's the word skibbity.
Oh, yeah.
I have
not heard of
no
that.
idea what it means. I still don't know what it means. People just put it in random sentences, like as a filler word. They'll be like skibbity, like just randomly, or the ending of a statement just say skibbity, very randomly. So that's another thing. He didn't really say anything else that came to mind that was Gen Alpha terminology.
I don't know, man. I'm not too old for that.
But the lady in front of us was a millennial, and she said one thing. I was like, I don't think that's really like a millennial thing. That's a song. She said, "Oh, we say like brush your shoulder off." I'm like, "You talking about like the song? I don't say that.
Brush it off.
Like you're like brush your shoulder off, like that one song.
Oh.
Like when we were kids, you feeling like a pimp, go and brush your shoulder off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. She was talking about that. I'm like, I don't think that's really like a term that we use. I think as you mentioned, tight, OD, like we say that stuff.
Mm.
And I think Gen Alpha and Gen Z, it's not like they say crazier terms other than like skibbity in Ohio, which I've never heard in an actual term.
That's news to me. I've never even heard it.
Yeah. I mean, we've adopted some of the stuff they say, like cap. That's cap.
Yeah. There's like other stuff I hear people say on TikTok that I'm like, I feel like a lot of it's like filler words.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
give me an example.
There is one I hear a lot of people say now. What is it? What was it? People say type shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the? Why do you look at the? That's some blank 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 type shit. I was like, well, what's the point of even saying that?
Do they get that from the rappers?
I don't
Maybe.
know. I just hear people like use it in their lingo, like something like yeah, type shit. I'm like,
Oh, you just throw on the end.
yeah, you
No
just
matter
throw
what.
yeah, you just throw it in the end. I'm like, what? There's like completely like no point of even like, or that's something type shit. I'm like,
I think it accentuates the word that they're talking about.
okay,
I think that's my opinion. Like, yo, that's some goon type shit.
yeah, exactly,
I can
exactly.
understand that.
But if I
just
said,
not
yo, that's like
the
some
other
goon
ones.
stuff, I think it means like you're referring to like a genre of things. Like if you're doing like some hood rat shit, you'd be like, oh, that's some hood type shit.
I mean, regardless, hey, I'm
That's
not,
my assumption.
I'm not
Correct me if I'm
hating.
wrong.
I'm not hating if you use that. I mean, that's your own. It's a free country. You can say whatever the hell you want. But to me, I hear it and I'm like, it's like filler words.
I mean, there's a song, Future, Travis Scott, Metro Boomin have a song called Type Shit.
Oh, that's right. Type shit. Okay. No, I can't even use it right. I'm too old for that.
You say that in like a month, this man's gonna be saying type shit after everything.
Nah.
I think we're just old.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
good.
I think it will be involved sooner or later. But one thing I want to talk about when it comes to festivals was, so when I went to North Coast, I went with one person that I knew. Everyone else I didn't know. After that, I met a ton of people. And there's another thing that people are doing to meet a ton of people: run clubs. There's even in cities there are singles run clubs where singles wear black. So I want y'all's opinion. What do you think is a better way to meet people, festivals or run clubs?
Wait, do they have run clubs in DC?
Yes.
They do?
Yeah.
Are they
DC's
big?
like
Like
Yes.
DC and
biggest
Arlington. I've seen a
cities.
Clarendon one.
Have you been?
No.
Okay.
I've seen my friends post on stories the DC ones just because they live closer.
Is like running like big, like big right now, or is it just
It's-
because of run clubs?
It's pretty big right now. I think it kind of got bigger during COVID because people wanted to get active, and that's all you could do is run
Gyms were
outside.
closed.
Gyms were closed, so they
Okay.
started running, and I think it just kept going and going, and I think it exploded because low barrier to entry. Everyone can run. Literally everyone can run. And these run clubs, you have like fast people, slow people, and like people of all shapes and sizes and different ethnicities and stuff like that.
Okay.
a lot of like YouTubers or like fitness people have turned from like bodybuilding to like running.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Nick Bear,
Mm-hmm.
online coach, another one.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who else, but yeah, I'm like, why are all these bodybuilders becoming runners now?
The fad.
I think it is also like lately mental health awareness has definitely increased over the years.
You think it's because of COVID, which is that people had nothing to do but think about mental awareness?
Yeah, we got too much time on our hands.
Yeah, and it's just like when you're just like inside all the time like that, that's not good for you too. Like how they say you can take vitamin D supplements, but nothing beats like getting sunlight, getting exercise.
Or the real vitamin D?
Relax.
For girls. Or guys.
I'm just kidding. I just tried to throw that in there.
That's
You
what they
set
call
yourself
it. That's
up.
what they call it D3. Vitamin D3.
Anyways, but Jay, so you're back to the question. Sorry for that tangent.
Well,
Are you
no, it's cool. We spoke a little bit about run clubs, but I mean, even you were talking about like bodybuilders and stuff. Diplo has his own run club.
Mhm.
Fashion brands have started their own run clubs too.
Okay. So two things. First thing, you said what's more popular, meeting people at festivals or meeting people at run clubs?
No, what's easier?
What's
right?
easier, you think?
Okay, what's
easier.
easier? Okay. Anybody want first crack or can I
Go
have it?
ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I believe that both of them they could be different. They could be different in the context of for a run club, it's probably easier to meet locals because it's probably like people like we in the DC area, so it's probably you're meeting people who are willing to go out there and run to meet people who are more local, okay? And I think with festivals, it's probably more I guess what's the term I'm looking for? Conglomeration. Is that a word I'm looking for? A gathering of people from places far and wide who enjoy the same genre of music. So I feel that if you do meet, you probably have more exposure because you're meeting people from different places. Whereas run clubs, you're meeting people more that are locals. You know, and then on top of that, I believe that with festivals, you're meeting people who might like running, who might not like running. You know, he like all your. I guess the interest of what you're going into is different. Music, and I guess like that festival environment compared to running.
Yep.
But it's also I feel like it's also a money thing too. I think it's probably more expensive to go to a festival and meet new people compared to a run club where all you need some sneakers and black if you're single.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess there's pros and there's cons.
Yeah.
Is it easier?
Which would you rather do if you were single?
I think that if I was single and if I had to pick one over the other, I would rather meet somebody at a festival because you have some level of interest if you're going to a festival. Like you probably enjoy the music somewhat, right? Or I think that some people who go to festivals, even if you're not like a hardcore EDM fan, you still enjoy it to some extent. Like it's not like terrible to you. So maybe you have that commonality. I think with run club, the difference between that is what if you're not actually a runner and you're going there, you know, what if you're going to a run club, but you're not actually like into running, but you're only going there for the purpose of meeting a single and say that you do hit it off with somebody who does like running. What happens when you go revert back to who you are and say you meet somebody a month, 2 months down the line, because you could only fake it for a couple months, 2-3 months, 4 months, I don't know.
Hey, for however long that you gotta go to them run clubs, man. Some people are desperate out here.
Okay, so I feel that a lot of times with hobbies, some people, if it's not something you truly want to do, you might pick it up for a month or two. After you get bored of it, you just drop it. So say you meet somebody at a run club who is into that, who actually is an avid runner and wants to run all the time, and say you go to the run club a couple times, you run together, you guys chat while you're running or chat while you talk walking and whatnot. You hit it off, hey, blah blah blah, and you take it outside the run club. You go on a couple dates. You got the girl now, or you got the guy now, and the other person. What if you stop going to these run clubs and they still want to go? Then you have a conflict of interest. And they're like, you change. You used to go to the run club all the time. Now you don't go no more. You just stay at home playing video games, or you stay home doing this and that.
But that's
Can't you say the same for festivals? Like there's certain festivals that can attract just people that just want to go for the hype versus people that are there for the music.
Okay, I can see that. I can see
so
that.
It's just like at the end of the day, like use your best judgment.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to get at is I feel that with the run club is more like you're advertising your lifestyle in a way because you're physically running, you know, or walking. I think they say that people walk at run clubs too.
Well, there's like the faster paced people and the slower paced people.
Yeah, but you have to constantly keep going to them to basically. I feel like it's kind of like going to the gym and like working out. Like if you have that gym crush, you know, you guys see each other every single day, and then you guys know what I mean, right? And then like you guys build that rapport. Maybe one day you walk to him when you walk, I guess cross paths when you're going to the bathroom. You give him and then turns into, hey, how you doing? Turns into small talk. Next thing you know, y'all friends, and then you take it out, right? It's kind of like that, right?
I
like
guess
gym crushes.
it is in a way. Although I don't know if I'm ever in the gym going like this to a girl.
Yeah, I never done that.
I never done that, but I'm saying that
That's
like
meant for we must clarify. That's meant for the bros, isn't it?
I've had some bros
Some girls
dap me up.
Some girls can get that.
like, girls do.
man.
I feel like if a girl's a homie, you do that too.
Like all my guy friends dap me up at the gym.
Yeah.
Most of them.
When I see Viv, if I ever see Viv, I was like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
What's up?
It's just a me thing. I don't do like this to girls. I don't go. I don't give them what's up. I'll give them a
Even with
dap
the
or a
guys,
hug.
you can get it.
Yeah, if you're a guy, you can. But yeah, I
No,
feel.
but I'm saying like if you're a girl, but like it's kind of one of the guys.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
They-
Oh, like a homie,
yeah,
That's
they can
fair.
get
like
it.
a homie. Okay,
That's fair. But would you say run clubs probably makes it more okay to go up to somebody though? especially if you're going to a singles run club. I feel like you're going there with or you should go there with the expectation that you might get hit on, or you're open to getting hit on, low key. Especially if those singles run clubs that everyone wears black if they're single.
I feel like you are correct in a sense because you're basically like advertising yourself by doing the color thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically welcoming it, but I feel that at a festival, it might be easier at a festival because most of the time you're not sober.
I mean, I didn't want to say that.
But it might be easier because, like I said, when your inhibitions when they're lowered and you feel more sociable, you're like you got something flowing in your veins, you know.
Yeah.
You feel more sociable, you know. So it might be easier, but I don't know. I feel like with a festival you can kind of like cold approach it more because it's more like it's probably that one time opportunity. You're probably never gonna see that person ever again unless you don't do it. But while it's a run club, you probably see them next week.
Maybe. What about you? What do you think? What do you think would be better, festivals or run clubs?
I don't like running, so
All right, well, that's very simple.
It's hard to put myself in that situation because I cannot run for shit.
Amen, bro.
I agree.
Amen.
I've tried.
Amen.
I've tried running with my friend T, and it's not like. And she's little. She's probably like 4'10" or 4'11", and she'll start running. I'm like, yo, you need to start walking. I'm good for like a minute, and then it's
And you see,
my lungs are. I don't know how I play football. I guess they're so different now.
Mm-hmm.
and you see how these knees are built, right? They ain't conditioned like that no more.
Yeah, I can't do that no more. I'm too heavy.
Yeah.
I think Jesse has a good point though about being local. The
Yeah.
run clubs are local, so it's easier to probably meet people. But I feel like, I mean, I've never been to a run club, but people at festivals are like super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's pretty easy to just talk to anybody, and everyone's like pretty friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like at EDC, I barely grazed like this one girl. And she's like, oh my god, sorry. Like she made it like a kind of like a bigger thing than it needed to be. I was like, oh, like fuck, my bad. I fucking bumped into you.
Yeah.
But
That was her way to get in.
no.
She said, approach me.
Talk to me.
That was her choosing signal.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah, but being under the influence of stuff probably makes it easier.
Yeah. What about you, Viv? What do you say?
I don't run either, and if I do ever join one, I'd probably just be like speed walking. I'd say probably festival, and then also, if you do shoot your shot at a running club, and then let's say like they reject you, that'd be kind of awkward.
Oh.
So it's like
You start slowing
so
down.
it's like, I mean, I guess there's certain scenarios where you can still like if between two people, they'll still keep going to that run club, or maybe that one person chooses to go to a different run club.
But isn't there like a lot of people that do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
supposedly
like
a couple
hundreds or
hundreds.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the likelihood you see that person
Again,
up close, probably not that high, or you just fucking go a little slower.
I think run clubs are just as nice too. Like I haven't been in one, but I've seen like stories of people, and like they just kind of like form communities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that just goes the same for like anything like people at the gym, festivals and stuff.
It's funny you saying that the run club and gym. So say let's paint that scenario down. So you say that you hit off with somebody, you try to shoot your shot, and they reject you. What do you think? Do you think people really do like? Okay, I'm gonna stop going to this run club and go to the other one to completely ignore them or like completely avoid them.
Of course, people would. Or if you're, like I said, I think if you're going to a singles run club,
Yeah.
you know that you're there to like talk to people and like connect with people.
Okay.
So I think this is not as a big of a deal per se. And I've never been to a singles run club, but in my opinion, you play the slow game, you know? So you don't start running with this girl or guy, if you're a girl running with a guy, and in the first half mile, try to be like, hey, after this, you're trying to get something to eat. Nah. You kind of run a little bit. You talk to her friends. You talk to her. And then you bring your boys up with you, or you bring your friends up with you. You make it like a group thing. Like, oh, yo, let's all grab something to eat after this. And then you slowly go into it. Because if she doesn't want you to go, maybe her friends want to go chill with one of your friends. So you diffuse the situation so it's not as serious of when you and another person.
I'm just thinking about it. I would never go to a run club because I don't freaking run.
Yeah, I'd be out of
Fuck
breath.
that.
I'd be like, please do
Oh.
not talk to me.
It'd not be cute to not be breathing.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing today?
Yeah, that's
Hot
not-
ass breath all over your face. Ew. But
sweating,
I feel that like if you are interested in somebody there, you will probably put yourself in a vicinity to be them. So like, so they be like, oh my God, it's that cute guy over there again, or it's that cute girl over there. Next thing you know, you running like 10 feet away from them, perking your booty up extra, or
What we should do is,
or like what you call it, if you wearing a sleeveless top, you know, put some Vaseline on your bicep.
Vaseline.
some baby oil.
It's a baby oil, you know. I don't know, maybe accidentally trip. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that, like accidentally trip in front of her, be like, oh my God, sprain my ankle. See if she like.
But wait, does that
Stop.
but does that like reduce your aura though?
What you know what? What if you like you run and like you maybe run a little bit in front of them and then like you just stop and like you act like you're tying your shoes so they have to stop in front of you.
Or they just
Damn.
go around.
Hey,
You wait for her to trip and you catch her. Oh,
intention. Get one of your boys to go up there and accidentally trip her, and then you catch her. Oh, are you okay?
Wingman type shit.
Throw me the alley. Like, actually throw me the alley, bro.
For y'all out there who actually go, please tell me if these things actually happened.
Yeah, now I need about to go to these run clubs just for reconnaissance reasons, just so I can come back and report to y'all. But this actually refers to something that Jesse and I spoke about recently. We were talking about how a lot of people end up dating people from like sporting events, like rec events. So I'm gonna spin the run club thing to activities like FXA, football, volleyball. What else is there? There's pickleball now. People do hella pickleball, so we can all put ourselves there. Which one do y'all think is better now? Festivals or rec leagues for dating when it comes to singles?
Yes, I feel like that we have experience in. I feel like a lot of people date within like flag football and shit.
Mm-hmm. So which one do you think is better? Rec leagues or festivals when it comes to dating?
I think rec leagues now.
Yeah.
I think that I feel that if you go to a festival, you meet somebody, the likelihood of that actually becoming something is probably very low.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like a very temporary thing, unless y'all hit it off like great. Like I said, because they probably coming from far and wide, and it's probably gonna end up being a long distance thing if it does become something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that like as people, we cater more toward comfort. So it's like out of rec leagues, run clubs, recreational sports, if you go out and do whatever, any type of activity, even like the gym, right? Like it's easier to date within your community. So like you see these people constantly, you kind of get a gauge on them, and then it gives you more time to basically break that barrier, whatever it is. Like if you playing like FXA, because like a lot of our friends date within FXA and stuff like that. You guys on the same team. You guys are like chilling. You guys become competitive. Y'all hit some wins. You know, hey, good play. Give him a hug. Damn, broke that physical contact. And then next thing you're talking, you're hanging out. You know, I feel like it's easier because it's a natural flow of things. You kind of build like that trust and that kind of interaction with somebody through like rec leagues and sports, even pickleball. Maybe if you play doubles with somebody, you know, you guys
Trying to be my partner?
Yeah, trying to be my partner. Next, you know, you play a couple matches. You know, like, hey, yo, you great. Let's play next week, same time. Me and you, let's become a duo.
So they're like,
And then you become a real duo.
oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's like what you call it, like a side-handed way to have a date with them.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm.
I guess like these run clubs and these, I guess pickleball and like rec leagues, it's probably better for people because I feel like we live in a digital world, so everybody's like on their phone now, and you kind of lose your ability to actually communicate as much because you're always texting and stuff like that. And I guess this kind of eliminates that, so you get that more enriching face-to-face human contact.
You comparing that to like dating apps?
Yeah. I feel like
100%.
yeah, with like dating apps, you don't really get like emotions. Someone may say something that might strike emotions in you, but like you don't get that like human element in it when you're like.
You can't even communicate with like body language, like nonverbal.
Correct.
Versus like on the phone, how you might be saying it through like a dating app, they might not receive it the same way. Versus if I'm talking to somebody on the pickleball court and they can see my genuine facial expression, they'd be like, oh, this person's telling me a joke. Versus if I'm like, we know some people, they have very dry sense of humor. And if they texted you something that they said, you'd be like, this guy's a dick. But you see their face when you say it, and you're like, oh no, he's just like a dunce and he just has a very dry sense of humor. So I definitely agree with that. It's just like that human face-to-face
Human
action.
element. Human element. That's the way I see it.
I've seen on TikTok too. They're like, kind of like scratching the dating apps and partaking more in like those clubs and activities.
A lot of people are like ditching the dating app movement.
Yeah.
That's what I think the term. I don't
Like
use
back
dating.
to the old ways.
Correct. But I guess it's probably gonna be a wave. Watch if this is just a phase, and then the dating apps will make a resurgence and everything. Because from what I've seen like some like people talk on TikTok and stuff. They say like the dating apps now is no longer about helping people like find a partner. It's about them making money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because at the end of the day, they're a business and they want to make money. So they basically it's kind of like breadcrumb you, so that you have to pay to get like all the other features to find a partner. They capitalize on love.
I think based on that, it's probably gonna be like when it comes to this, like dating apps and rec leagues, it's probably gonna go. Dating apps aren't very authentic, I guess you could say, and there's like paywalls and stuff, and so people are gonna swing toward activities and stuff. Then once activities become inauthentic and maybe they become clicky or they're behind paywalls and stuff, it'll probably swing back to something else. Like I don't know, maybe people will start going to clubs again. I'm not saying they will, but I think that it would just keep swinging and swinging around to something that's like a more authentic connection with people. Because in the end, that's what this all is about. It's just like having an authentic connection that it doesn't feel forced, it doesn't feel fake, it doesn't feel like, oh, you give me 3 prompts on a dating app or something like that. So
I did see some. They say that like the recent movement is that people are more authentic now. People aren't as like what was it? I saw it, it was like a video. They saying that I guess the newer generation people are more like authentic with who they are. So
they're unfiltered.
unfiltered, yes, probably something like that.
I think I saw that video.
You know what I'm
about
talking
Gen Z.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Gen Z, like the people are
They
like,
don't care. There's how they are, and you either like it or you
yeah, they're more genuine, they're more authentic, and stuff like that. Because like I'm not gonna lie, in our generation is like all about putting up a facade
Yeah.
and putting up like an image for somebody to like that image.
Yeah.
And then 3-4 months later, you get comfortable and like, you changed.
You're completely different.
When we started dating, you used to be like this.
It's almost, okay.
I'm just,
I'm just kidding. I was like, Dan, you referenced that twice, but I'm kidding with you.
it's a
But
it's a very common issue though.
yeah, that is very true.
back to the activities thing, I think rec leagues are definitely easier because I forgot what percentage it is, but you're most likely to meet like your significant other through friends.
30%.
30%.
It's a 30%. 30% of people meet their significant other through mutual friends.
Mutual friends, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not just mutual friends. I think it's just like through a mutual connection. It could be
Yeah.
like family, friends,
Right.
or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've heard stories like relationships tend to work out better if that person can be your friend first. And then I've heard stories where it's like the relationship fell because it's like, I mean, yeah, you're dating them, but like if you take dating out the picture, would you consider this person a friend or can you talk to them like a friend?
Mm.
Good point.
Would you say that with the mutual friend thing, how you mentioned that most people find their significant other through like a mutual connection is because that mutual connection signs that person off to be okay.
Yeah.
Like they're not weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Like it subconsciously makes it like that. So like if you introduce Viv to somebody, she's like, oh,
I got a
Well,
homie for you.
well, she'll be like, well, Jesse's cool.
I got a
Like she
homie.
will be more likely to talk to that person than if some random person walks up to her in Trader Joe's. She'll be like, what the I'm shopping right now. Like, what the heck is going on? Something like that.
Also, you have common interests too, probably.
Exactly.
I can
So-
see that. I can see that. But do you think that usually you meet those people because of proximity? Like you meet, like say that like y'all go do some type of activity and then they bring them along. They go, ooh, who's your cute friend? Or, you know, something like that. And next thing you know, then they hook y'all up. Or I got a friend. Viv, I got a friend. I'm trying to set you up. Not really. I don't have a friend. Because you know all my friends. So
Okay, so we're in agreement basically that, you know, activities are probably the best way to meet people. Rec leagues, activities, stuff like that. Mutual interested activities.
I think it's also because your friends know your type.
But
Your
do
f-
they?
But it's like being comfortable too. Just kind of like you
Ye-
said, somebody might be more likely and like more comfortable with getting to know a mutual versus just like stranger.
Correct. I feel like your friends, mutual friend that hooks you up probably has a general idea of what you normally go for.
Okay,
So
yeah.
like if they know somebody who fits your profile, they're probably like, hey, I know somebody be perfect for you.
I don't know. You try to give me somebody, I'm like, this is not.
But also, it's
You
like
know my type.
I
This is
know,
not-
I know
yeah,
who.
I'm like,
Who?
disrespect.
I know who. I know who you try to refer. You try to set Brad up with someone. And I was like, Jessica, when you like, it doesn't hurt to ask. I'm like, it's
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, I remember
but
now.
also, this is also like on a deeper note. It's like, for example, like if I'm setting a friend up, but then let's say they end up being like a terrible partner, but it's like I wouldn't know that because I wouldn't like that person could be
yeah.
a good friend, but just not a good partner. Yeah, it's completely different.
Okay. Okay.
that. You know what? There's someone. I'm not gonna name no names. Recently, as you mentioned, it's another plain devil's advocate here. Say you do have someone that you're gonna set someone else with, and you mentioned they might not be a good partner. Say you set someone else up, and that person you try to set that person up with, turn out to be a terrible like partner. Like to you, they're a great friend, but behind closed door, they got demons that they just terrorize their significant other. Are you going to drop that person that you refer that person to? That makes sense.
Like, would I drop that person as a friend?
Yeah. So, for example,
Because they're a shitty partner.
because they're a shitty partner. Does that make sense?
I think
Yeah,
it
that makes sense.
I think it depends on the context of why they're shitty. Like if it's like just shitty because they're just not like they just don't fit. Like if they're
I'm gonna give you the extreme.
okay.
I'm gonna give you the extreme. You are single in this instance, okay? I'm like, yo, Jesse, I got a friend for you that you might like, right? You're like, okay, and you meet up with them, y'all start talking. She cheats on you.
Do you drop?
I'm saying that person. Am I gonna drop her? If you were in my shoes, would I drop her? Like to me, I would probably drop that person as a friend.
Okay, I can see what you mean there. That's what I mean. I feel like it depends on the context. If it's like that, maybe. You know,
Yeah.
it depends. Like I said, it depends. It also depends on like. I think it depends on the friendship level with each person.
Okay.
It's
So
hard because it's like that's also none of your business too, even though
Yeah.
that was like a shitty thing to
It's a
do.
tough situation. I've never been in
Yeah,
that
like
situation
maybe I might like move that friend to be a little bit more distant. But I don't know. It just really depends.
before. Yeah.
I'll give you an example of what I mean. All right. So say this reverse, Jay.
Okay.
So say that me and you aren't tight. You're just like a friend.
Mhm.
But the person I'm hooking you up with is like a really close friend of mine that I've known for like 20 years. And
Yes.
I've only known you for 2 years.
Uh huh.
I'll probably side with the person I've known longer.
Okay.
Right. But
Even if they're a cheater.
I mean, I guess like I said, it depends on where your loyalty lies.
Okay.
Right. Like I said, like if I feel like most people, it's like if I don't know you like that and you're just in like the friend bubble and you're like, oh, I know somebody who you'd be really tight with, and you set your really good friend up with them, you're gonna side with your friend, your really good friend. Is it right? Probably not. But and it goes reverse. Like if you're not really good friends with the person, like maybe you only know them for like a couple months, maybe like a year, but you're like, and I set you up you're like really really tight with you, and then the person I'm not tight with cheats on you, then I'm gonna drop that person.
Okay.
It depends on like your relationship with both people. I feel.
Yeah.
The scenario you said before, like you're tight with Jay, and he's the one that cheats on the person that, on his like significant other, but you become tight with them too.
No. Okay, I'll paint it out like this way. Okay, so me and you, okay, and there's this girl, and I set you up with the girl. I'm not tight with the girl at all. I only met her beginning of this year. We're not like very very close, but like we're like drinking buddies.
Yeah.
We see each other, we chill, we cool, right? And I said, and then like from my personality, from my perspective, and just talking to her a little bit, like, oh, Brad, I think you and her would be a good fit. You should give it a try, right? Y'all date, she ends up cheating on you. I would drop that.
that's-
I would drop that girl in a heartbeat because you know, my loyalty lies with you.
Right, but what if say I'm the one that cheats, and because she's my significant other, you're exposed to her more. I bring her out all the time. You know, you hang out, you become tight with her.
My loyalty still lies with you. Because like I said, I mean, like I said,
Like you can be acquainted with somebody.
yeah, because
know?
like I said, I only just met that girl. I'm not really tight with her. We ain't bonded like me and you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if you became closer because of me.
regardless, it was my loyalty still goes with you because like, and then but then the other scenario is pretend me and you aren't tight and and we're just like homies, like we only see each other when we go out.
Yeah.
We're in the same friend group, but we ain't tight, right? But I'm really tight with the girl. Like I'm really like we like homies for like 15 years. Like I grew up with this girl with the cop, all that shit, and then I set her up with you, and then she cheats with you. She cheats on you. I'm gonna drop you because I'm loyal to her.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's I guess that's the context.
Yeah,
Trying to
that's
say,
the
right?
context. Yeah, it's that latter part because some people would be like, no, regardless if they're a cheater, I'm dropping them. I'm not saying everyone does, but I'm just saying, like, you know, what about you? What would you do? We got the boys standpoint because I might be crucified for this, but I think guy code is stronger than girl code. So as you can see here, I think guys would be like, no, that's my dog, even if he unless he did something illegal, like.
Or like
Assaulted her or something like that. Like if he physically assaulted the girl, that's different.
Okay, yeah.
That's different,
Yeah.
right?
Or the word that cannot be said.
Essayed.
Yeah, essayed, bro. I'd be out there.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, I can't associate with you. Like you been,
I
you
mean,
my home.
we done that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly,
like
exactly.
you my
Done
homie,
that.
but like, bro, like I don't advocate for that. And so we not homies no more.
Yeah.
If it crosses the line, like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
of course.
That's my one thing I gotta say. I think guy code is stronger than girl code. That's just what I'm saying. So for you, as the girl representing the entire female population, what would you do in that situation? You set up your boy with just a friend, and she cheats on said friend. What would you do? Who are you dropping?
Like
Or-
if I was closer to the guy.
Closer to the girl, but not as close
Oh.
with the guy.
Yeah. Would you? No, I'm saying is, would you base it on who you're closer to, or would you base it on, oh no, that person cheated, I'm dropping him regardless?
Oh,
I'd say probably whoever I'm closer to. Because it's like the other person I'm not really close with, even though it's like messed up. I don't really interact with them a lot.
loyalty.
Like I wouldn't drop them, but I definitely, I mean, I'd still be civil.
you be on like keeping my arms linked. Like we ain't tight like that no more.
If the dude the guy that cheats.
If like my homegirl cheats, right?
I mean, I'll pay it out for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you and one of your girlfriends, like you really, really tight with, like one of your home girls, right? And then Jay said you have a kind of a drink, like casual friend, a guy friend, and you tell your homegirls, hey, I just met this dude, he's really, really cool. I think you guys should talk, right? And they hit it off. A couple months later, you find out that the guy that you hooked your homegirl up with cheated on her. Right?
Yeah, basically.
Who you loyal to? Your homegirl,
Oh, my
right?
homegirl, yeah.
Yes.
Now the other way is your
homegirl.
so say that you have one of your homeboys that you like, one of your bros, you know, one of your guys that you're really, really tight with, like your brother from another mother, right? Right? And then you know how you have like a mutual girlfriend. This girl's like in your friend group. Like you ain't like tight with her, but you're tight with her. Like you guys are friends, but you're tighter with the dude. And then the dude cheats on the girl. What do you do then?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, are you still gonna like align yourself with who you're more loyal to? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I probably talk to my friend, be like,
That's fucked up.
yeah, that's messed up. But at the end of the day, like it's not my business. Like that's her life.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
you
But
would
like it doesn't have like if it's like cheating, like it depends. Like if it was like really bad, I might like reconsider it or probably just keep my distance. But
from both, or the guy or the girl?
from the guy,
From the guy. Oh, so you
yeah.
kind of
It depends. Like if it was something like really bad, I would like
Like
keep my
physical.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
physical.
yeah,
Yeah, so I
yeah.
mean, if it's like
That's
SA,
a crossing the line
Yeah,
type.
yeah.
thing,
if it's
so-
like SA, we're out. I'm out. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Like this, that man.
But if he just cheated, you still probably be friends.
I
with
still
him.
probably be friends with him.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
knock him down a peg. He no longer homeboy.
But maybe
He just
maybe don't
Yeah.
suggest him anybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like you're my friend, but you're questionable. So
I agree with that. Then I have another question. Does that mean I think we're all in agreement here that if we know someone and they do something of that nature, it kind of knocks them down slightly in like the friend totem pole?
Or a lot.
Yeah, or a lot essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I mean, people will know that that dude's friends with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they may associate that kind of behavior with you also. And you don't want that shit.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's very
You
true.
want to be known as that type of like
Yeah, you
part
don't
of-
want to be around like people that are messy.
Yeah. Okay.
facts.
Well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, peace.